the morning of going home from this beautiful place and this beautiful view. Definitely feeling kind of bummed because it's so gorgeous and it's been so relaxing, and I don't want to go back to real life. That's kind of the part of vacations that really stinks is when they end and you have to go back to non-vacation life. But I hope you've enjoyed this journey. There's a couple other stops along the way today that we're going to make to see a couple more sights. That's why we're up so early and enjoying this beautiful fresh sunrise or fresh risen sun, however you want to put it. So there's a couple more sights we're going to see. So once we get everything packed up and we're all ready, we're going to hit the road, be on the road again, and I'll take you along the road trip back like I did on the road trip to here. So I'll be back. I'll check in with you later. Now that it's the sun is rising more and there's more steam accumulating on the mountains, and it's just so breathtaking. I'm so excited to come back here sometime soon, because I can't not come back to see and not be able to see this beautiful mountain landscape. Yeah, I'm ready. I can't wait to come back here. So I figured before we leave, I give y'all a very brief tour of the cabin. Like I said, it's called Little Bear Cabin, and we got it from Bryson City Cabin Rentals. So if you want to see more pictures or different angles of the cabin, I would recommend. I'll link it down below. Just obviously not affiliated at all. Just for those who love the view that we had and love A-frame cabins, I'm gonna link it below. So if you guys want to rent it or recommend it to any family and friends, there you go. But I'm gonna give you a little brief tour. So from the front door, you go right into the kitchen that has these beautiful wood doors and cabinets. Down this hallway, this door goes into a laundry room, and this goes into the bathroom, which someone's in right now, but that's the bathroom. As far as the layout goes, you have pretty much everything you need here. They have pots, pans. They didn't have any sheet pans, but so keep that in mind if you're visiting, you want to cook something in a sheet pan. But they have coffee, they have a toaster, blender, it's like a food processor, kettle. Then they have their mugs and stuff for coffee and tea. There's bowls and plates in here. This cabinet has wine glasses and such. Underneath here is stuff to do the dishes and clean with. There is not a dishwasher. That is you when you're here. You got pots and pans. You got all the silverware and tools you could need. And probably more. And you also got more cooking stuff here. And underneath here are casserole dishes, salad bowls, and stuff like that. Coming out of the kitchen, there's a little office area over here. You need to get some work done. They have these beautiful little bookshelves here, but you can also sit on top of. I think that'd be really fun for kids. They have in these baskets, they had extra blankets because it does actually it was pretty chilly when we were here at the end of May. And I got some books. Over here is the dining area with bar height chairs. And then we go into the little living room area. They got two couches here. They are not pull out, but they were pretty comfortable to sit and lay on. So if you wanted to squeeze more people on your stay, they could definitely sleep here. There's a smart TV. I don't think they have it set to connect to the internet. So basically, you have Dish Network satellite, and you can watch TV that way. There is a faux wood fireplace right here. It's very cozy, especially with proximity here. It's very cozy, especially after when the sun would go down, it would get very chilly. And obviously from, as you've seen several times, from the living room, there's these sliding doors that goes onto the deck that overlooks the mountains, and it's so pretty. And these beautiful trees. I would go outside, but it's a little chilly. But there's a grill on the deck, 2 little chairs, and a little table, and another table that you can actually eat at if you wanted to, if you dine al fresco. Let's go up these very narrow spiral stairs one more time, so I can show you the upstairs. So let me. We have stripped the beds, so it may not be as together as it'll look if you come here, but basically you can kind of see where the roof is in this A-frame cabin. There's like a little angle. The decoration is very cute around here. It's got a little pot paddle. And this is the master bedroom. There's a futon in here if you wanted to. If you're a family, you could squeeze a couple of kids on there, I'm sure. There's a closet with pillows and linens and blankets and a vacuum cleaner and a box fan. And there's a king-size bed in here, which was very comfortable. It's memory foam. Probably the best sleep I've gotten. You can kind of see more of the A-frame in here. And the best part of the master is this view, like you get from outside on the deck. This view out the window, and there's these beautiful, like, very wide, very tall windows to let you just see all of it. And there are blinds as well, if you don't want the sun shining on you if you sleep in a lot while you're here. But this bedroom is very, very pretty. And then we're walking right across to the second bedroom upstairs. It has a queen bed, which is also the same light memory foam, and Josh and Maggie said it was very comfortable. There's a little dresser for your clothes, another closet with linens and such, but they actually have a TV in here that also has Dish Network on it. Some cute little decorations. They have a little chair here, but we stripped the linens because that's one of the things we do for checkout, strip the linens, start a little laundry. But they have a little half bath, and it's very tiny. Like if you are a tall person, like Robert was saying, when he would definitely not be able to comfortably go to the bathroom in here. But there's a tiny little toilet and a sink, so there is a bathroom up here. But I basically have been going down the spiral staircase to go to the bigger bathroom because I don't want to disturb Josh and Maggie while they're sleeping. But that is the upstairs, and that's basically everything. Basically, that's all I'll probably have time to show you. Not really much in depth, but if you like A-frame cabins and love mountain views, this is definitely the cabin for you. This is a guest book they have for everybody who stayed here, and so we left our little piece on the mountains. So what I wrote was, the Little Bear Cabin was the perfect... Oh, I'm going to cover our names. Okay. The Little Bear Cabin was the perfect spot for our mountain getaway. The view was breathtaking. It was the perfect location central to all of the places we visited. Sunrises are stellar. Beds were so comfortable. Kitchen was well stocked and awesome for cooking. Robbinsville has some hidden gems like the Yellow Creek Falls, the swinging bridge close by the falls, and our personal favorite, Heirloom Honey. We came for the mead and stayed for the tamales. 10 out of 10 recommend. Thank you for making our stay so cozy, welcoming, and spectacular. Signed, Kathleen, Robert, Josh, and Maggie. I take a moment to do one last swing in the porch swing, overlooking this view. I'm not ready to go. I mean, we're ready, we're all packed, but I'm just not ready mentally to go back to real life. But this little swing is just so perfect. it's just the perfect place to overlook the mountains and the beautiful blue sky and the trees and the scenery. You got a great view of my mouth right there. But
one more.
Room for one more.
Yay!
This is where we started our time here. Well, actually, no. Well, we actually didn't start there because it was dark by the time we got here. But we did this the first full day here, and we're doing this our last day. I love you.
No, you too.
I hurt my neck.
Sorry. Present for dry off the hat.
That's okay. But yeah, that view is everything and more. So we're gonna hit the road in a little bit. We're gonna enjoy these last few minutes of mountain bliss, and I'll check in with you when we have our we're at our first stop before we get really on the road. So we are our first stop before we hit the road is the Junaluska. Okay, I'm make sure I want to the Junaluska Memorial, which Junaluska was I like the tagline they had on there. He was a Cherokee warrior who saved Andrew Jackson's life and lived to regret it. Huh? That's a quote from the sign, but I mean, I'm pretty sure most people regret that as well. But this is really cool. There's a marker here for him, but also around the memorial are these plaques for each of the seven plaques for the seven clans of the Cherokee. My 8th great-grandmother, Pratchie, was a Cherokee, and she was part of the Wild Potato Clan, which they were the foragers and the cultivators and would grow wild potatoes and other things like that. So that's one of the reasons I was really interested in being here. And this is also the burial. I believe this is the burial site of Junaluska. Yeah, this is actually Junaluska's grave, so I'm going to turn this around to show you. This is where he is buried. Here lies the body of the Cherokee chief Junaluska and Nietzsche, his wife. Together with his warriors, he saved the life of General Jackson at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend. And for his bravery and faithfulness, North Carolina made him a citizen and gave him land in Graham County. He died October 20th, 1868, aged more than 100 years. This monument was erected to his memory by the General Joseph Winston Chapter, DAR, 1910. Very cool. And there's some beaded bracelets up there. That's, I guess, someone left for him. This is his burial site. I'm actually a member of the DAR, which is really neat. So it's really cool seeing his DAR placard, which I'm going to take a picture of so I can see my mom. That's really neat. The wild potato, perfect. Dedicated to Dan, Dinah, and Jeremy Gloin. Not sure that Glowing. I'm not sure how they are, but this is Junaluska was born approximately 15 miles south of Franklin, North Carolina, near present-day Dillard, Georgia. And this is the wild potato clan marker, which I'm going to take a picture for my dad. Right. So here is the deer clan placard, and it's basically telling the story of Junaluska. A few days after his birth, he was given his first name when the cradle board holding him fell over. He was called Jukalaski, one who falls from a leaning position. Later, after an unsuccessful military venture, he received the name Sunalahansky, one who tries but fails. Yeah. Let's see. Here is the Blue Clan. Although Junaluska's meeting with Tecumseh, wow, I'm awful at this, at Soko Gap in 1811 cannot be verified, he certainly sent word to Tecumseh that the Cherokees would not join an Indian confederacy against the whites.
And this is actually near our house. What happened here?
Long Hair Clan. When the Cherokees raised 636 men to aid Americans fighting the Creeks, Junaluska personally recruited over 100 men at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend. That was in my state. His actions turned the tide when he swam the Tallapoosa River, retrieving Creek canoes and ferrying the Cherokees to the rear of the Creeks. He is also credited with saving Andrew Jackson's life during this battle. For better or for worse, that's up to you to decide. According to the provision, this is the Paint clan. According to the provisions of an 1819 treaty with the United States, Junaluska applied for 640 acres at Sugar Creek near Franklin, North Carolina. When his land was, what was that word? Usurped by white squatters, he moved to the remaining portion of the Cherokee Nation. Here's the Bird clan. During removal in 1838, Junaluska was assigned to Jesse Bushyhead's a detachment. About 7 weeks into the journey, Junaluska deserted, leading about 50 Cherokees. Although captured and taken to Oklahoma within a couple of years, Junaluska walked back to North Carolina. He's like, I am not leaving. Good for him. And this is the Wolf clan. By a special act in 1846, the North Carolina legislature recognized Junaluska for his distinguished service to the U.S. and granted him 337 acres, North Carolina citizenship, and $100. Although never achieved, Junaluska was a respected leader who symbolizes the desire of all Cherokees to remain in their homeland. This is really neat. If you're very interested in Native American history, or specifically Cherokee, this is definitely a really neat stop. Well, probably because we're next to a forest, so there's probably people pooping. Anyway, not people, but animals. So, on our next stop, on our way home, we are stopping at the Road to Nowhere, which a little bit of history about it is that when they built the Fontana Dam to make the lake, they displaced a lot of communities, which, sounds about right for government work. And they promised them, though, a road that would take them to their family cemeteries. Well, because of an environmental issue, that's all they say. I don't know what the environmental issue is. They had to stop. So basically, the Road to Nowhere is symbolic of broken promise from the government, and is a popular attraction these days. Here we are approaching the tunnel that ends the Road to Nowhere.
You mean the secret tunnel?
And now we see a selection of Appalachian street art. This is neat.
Yep, going into night vision mode. Bravo 6 going dark.
Yes.
I was going to do this.
So this is probably one of our last stops before we leave this area of North Carolina to go to get on the road. There might be a couple more stops to make, but we are at the Fontana Dam overlook, supposedly. But we're going to look at the Fontana Dam and the Fontana Lake. So hopefully I'll have enough juice to show you and not have to cut it short like I did last time with the tunnel. Well, I need to drive further, sorry. But this is a nice little overlook. But yeah, this is the lake, the Fontana Lake right here, created by Fontana Dam. This is the lake. Fontana Dam is the reason. Basically, it's kind of fitting that we went from the Road to Nowhere to Fontana Dam, because Fontana Dam, the building of it, is the reason that Road to Nowhere was built in the first place. It's so pretty. Such beautiful, luscious colors. Now this is the shot we were waiting for. The dam. This is Fontana Dam right here. This is the one side of it. The water's not too high right there, but yeah, the water's not too high. But here's the.
You gotta remember these are the emergency spillways from the side.
Oh, the emergency. Okay. Yeah, the view is amazing from here. It's a beautiful skyline. Nature skyline.
Girls are probably in the box.
So, walking over a dam, 10 out of 10 recommend. You get some sweet views of the lakeside, and we're gonna get some pretty good views of the not lakeside.
Downstream.
Downstream, whatever, Josh. I have my own ways of saying things.
Get the little
So here is the stream on the other side of the dam.
Yeah, but there's a gate there. No, you can't come up to the dam. But you can park in the visitor section down there. And see actually.
You see a little stream here that's coming from the lake. Wow, this is really cool. And also mountains, which I will never get tired of. This is something you don't see every day.
Not that angle.
That's really cool, huh?
I would so die to see this in operation.
Yeah. Here is the other side of the dam. Very cool. And a beautiful overlook. Up the steps above the visitor center is this gorgeous overlook.